Ponniyin Selvan Part 1 is all set to be released, and joining us now, Mr. Mani Ratnam, the director. Thank you very much for your time, sir. It's a fictional epic, and what kind of a grandeur you brought in this film?
No, you just try to be as real. It's based on a very popular
Story of the
novel.
Cholas.
Yeah, of the Cholas. It was written nearly 70 years back and it's been the best-selling book ever since.
Right.
Every year on year, it's the best-selling one. So there's a lot of responsibility. It's a huge book. It's an epic. So we just try to stay genuine to it.
Right. And is this Kalki's Ponniyin Selvan or Mani Ratnam's Ponniyin Selvan?
It is Kalki Ponniyin Selvan, but
Right.
I'm the one who's presenting it.
The kind of efforts you have taken to strike a chord with the contemporary audience, although it's a fictional epic.
I think it's the same. I don't think things change. I think the issues that Kalki dealt with are very much contemporary, in terms of the need for power, the struggle for power, the, influences in that. And so a lot of it is completely relatable today to you, to me, to all of us.
And how challenging was bringing together so many stars?
I didn't look at it that way. I think a lot of people were very keen to be a part of this, and I think it was wonderful. They were all very much with me through all this up and down, through the pandemic, through everything. So it was really wonderful. I think practically it's like a whole industry coming together,
Right.
So it was wonderful.
M.G. Ramachandran, even Kamal Hassan at one point wanted to do this film. What made this project viable now?
No, they left it back for me.
Right.
Yeah, it is. I think today's day and age, the two things that is in favor. One is that technology has improved, so we are able to do a lot of it in a believable quality. And the second thing is that today we are able to say a film in parts, in more than one part. That liberates trying to bring out a 5-part book.
And every issue of Kalki was a bestseller those days. And what kind of special measures you had to take to measure up to that?
No, I mean, I've been a fan of it. So that gave me enough license to do it the way I think it was best.
And Mani Ratnam, A. Rahman magic yet again. In terms of the musical theme itself, what would you say?
Yeah, I think a lot of effort went into it to find a tone for the film.
Right.
And, it is one school which says that, yeah, for a period film, you have to go completely with those kind of sounds. And the other one is to treat it completely modern. So the whole range is possible musically, and we kind of hit a balance, and interpreted it our way.
You roped in Mr. Totakarne for the art direction. Tell us about the grandeur.
Yeah, grandeur is there for you to see. I think I think none of us really started off saying this, we want to show grandeur. That is not the intention. We want to tell a story well. And the story is set in Chola period, and it has the battlefields, it has, palace intrigue. So all of them had to be brought as genuinely as we could. So that required a setting which will make it believable, and that's where Tarani comes in.
Would you call this your magnum opus? How different was this experience compared to your other films?
I think each film is difficult. I think this film was especially difficult, I think, on two grounds. One, it's a period film, so a lot of it has care had to go in terms of every detail. And two, this film was made through the pandemic, so we had to wait, stop and start, but we did.
Right. Last question. It's a season for many South Indian films to become pan-India blockbusters. Of course, we've had in the past, but now we have a kind of a pattern. The whole country looks at South Indian cinema. What has brought about this change?
I don't know, you tell me.
From your perspective?
I think all you do is you make a film, as well as you can. And if it is something that they can relate to outside, it will go. And today, I think with pandemic, with everything, people have started watching, other language films more easily. So I think that has opened a lot of doors, and therefore if we have material they're willing to watch.
When is Ponniyin Selvan 2?
The filming is over.
Right.
So we just have to get into post-production after the release.
Thank you so much for your time. And that was Mr. Mani Ratnam, the director of Ponniyin Selvan, talking to us in Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, Find the TV.